What's up, everybody? It's your boy Lowe's back at you with another video. So, a lot of people were asking me, yo, how did you get to the States? What did you go through when you crossed? How old were you? You know, the first time you crossed, like all that, right? Trying to get. So, obviously, there's certain things that I can't speak on because of certain, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things that I can't touch on, but I'm going to do the best way that I can to explain, my situation and what I went through. So, if everybody that knows and was watching my videos, first off, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is all on my family's after deportation, and I'm just trying to put information and just give motivation to other people that are going through this. So, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hopefully, you guys subscribe, like the video, share it, comment. You guys already know what's up, what to do. Um, but with that being said, man, like I said, the first time, like if you watch my videos, I got deported in 2010. I was raised in Phoenix, Arizona. So out there at the time, 2010, when they were doing all the racial profiling, people would get raised. Everybody was just getting pulled over, right? And if you look, like I said, there was even a huge thing in the city of Guadalupe, which if you outside looking in, you think like a bunch of Mexican people live there, but that's like a lot of the natives live there. So I know they made, they stopped short Pi from going in there because he was just harassing a bunch of them, and all of them are citizens there. So that was a huge thing. But because all they were doing is racial profiling, pulling over people. They weren't going after the people that they should be going. They were going after the painters, construction workers, landscapers, people standing outside of Home Depot waiting for work, people standing outside of 7-Eleven. That's who they were targeting. They saw a brown person, they were pulling them over because they knew 9 times out of 10, they might get somebody legal. Instead of trying to focus on the criminals, it's harder to pick up a working regular person going to work every day because obviously if you're on the street, you're going to see the trucks going to work, the painter, the pool guys, whatever. They're easier to target than to find a criminal in the streets. You know what I mean? And the cops ain't going to go to the hood and try to look for people. They know better than that shit. So they won't. So what do? They drive around and try to go to construction sites, go to restaurants, go there to get people that are working, that are trying to do something to provide for the family. And one people don't understand is when it costs $13,000 to deport one person, to arrest, pick up, and deport $13,000 per person. So just do the math on how many people have been deported, how much money you guys are paying, because the money's coming out of you guys, the taxpayers' money. You guys are the ones paying for this. And now you deport the breadwinner of the family, right? You take him out of the equation, so now you leave a family of 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6, back in the states. So now you have, and most of them are citizens because the kids are born in the States, so they have rights already. A lot of them were married to American citizen women or people that have their papers or fixing it, whatever. So a lot of them are out there. So we have rights out there, right? So what happens then? So you take the breadwinner out. So now these families got to turn to welfare, got to turn to Section A, got to turn to Medicare, got to turn to WIC, food stamps, like all this different the government assistance. So again, where does that money come from? You guys, the taxpayers. All you Trump supporters are clapping, oh, get all these illegal aliens out. Not like you guys are so ignorant, so dumb that you guys are the ones paying for all this. It's not making anything better for you guys. The only thing you guys are just pay more money in your taxes to take care of their families now and to get them out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's this whole thing is like instead of letting them, and most of these people, if whatever they had a DUI from 10 years ago, they had a possession of marijuana from whatever years ago, whatever it is, like if you've done your time, you pay it into society, like you should be able to have a right to fight your case and try to why you should stay in the states. Like I said, and if you go fight your case and then whatever, like I said, you have a fair trial, then you get denied. Okay, at least they give you an opportunity to present yourself and why you should be in the states, why you were a productive member. Because a lot of these people own their own construction company, own their own landscaping company, own their own, painting company. Most of them framing company, framers. There's so many that have their own company out there, but now they lose everything because they got deported. So again, you know what I'm saying? With all that being said, and it's easier to target these people because they're every day they're out there every day going to work, coming to work. So that's what they do, and they have to meet a quota every year. They have to deport so many amount of people, and it's always been this way. Like whatever president's office, it's always been. Now, has since Obama and fucking Trump them has been in office, I think on worse. Yes, of course. Even when Obama, he deported a lot of people, but when Trump took over, it was just obviously the numbers went up, but by I think 43%. And not only that, but he was just deporting everybody and anybody, not just criminals. He was focusing on he didn't care. Like that's when they were doing all the nonsense that they were doing, just racial profiling, right? And we all know this. Like I said, if you don't know this by now, then you know what I'm saying. You just not want to know. Open up your eyes and look. Um, And even with old boy now in office now, there ain't nothing gonna change. Like even the new bill that he's trying to pass, that bill is fucking. If you guys don't know about the new bill that they want to get passed right now, or they're talking about passing, if you read it and looked at it, like that's fucking. That's like I said, that's hardly anybody. Not nobody's gonna qualify for that because you have to be here before you were 18. You have to be here for a period of long time. You have to be having a bachelor's degree. Like so, all these things. If you're here in the states, like me myself, if I'm growing up in the states before I was 18, like that's a qualification that you need. Like 9 times out of 10, anybody that's grown up in the states as a kid here is gonna be a kid or be a teenager and get into certain things, or even as a young adult, get into certain things and have a certain criminal record or certain background, that's already going to deny you from the gate. Whether it's domestic violence, whether it's driving with no license, DUI, possession charge, whatever it is, right? Doesn't matter where it is. So that already disqualifies you. Now, the other thing that I read on it is that you have to have bachelors. You have to have, like, you can't even if you do go to school and you do good and you don't have any record, you can't even apply for college if you don't have a social security number. You can't even apply to a trade school if you don't have a social security number. So how do they want? Like I said, so all this is just bull. This is BS bullshit, dog. Everything that they're talking about is bullshit. Like nobody fits that bill. Like nobody. It's just ridiculous. So again, it's just I'm sure with like I said, he's trying to do something, but it's not gonna get passed. And if it does, I hope it does for the people that actually can do something for it. But I mean, that's gonna be a few. Not really the people that deserve to be in the states aren't going to be able to qualify because they don't meet none of those criteria. Because again, certain things you can't even do without a social. Like so, again, with all that being said, this is what, like I said, this is when I got targeted. Was like I said back in 2010. This is when I first got deported. Right. I'm not really going to go into the politics shit and all that because that's not really my thing. I don't really care about it too much. It's whatever, man. Because again, at the end of the day, it's all bullshit. It's all they're gonna tell you whatever they think they want to tell you. Lawyers' job is to sell hope and fucking false dreams. That's all they do, and to take advantage of the people. And one thing you know about Mexicans, man, we pride ourselves in hope and believe and having faith, and we always do. So that's why we're so easy to, I guess, in that aspect to get take advantage of because we believe, man. We always like todo va a salir bien, primero Dios, this and that. Like you don't some things are just black and white, man. They don't want us there. They don't give a shit, and it's been proven that year after year, everything they've done, the people who've been deported, the people like I said, I don't count myself in that situation because, like I said, if you ever seen my videos, like I'm not here to complain. Oh, I should have been. Nah, I know what's up. I knew this was going to be my destination. I knew, like I said, my charge was possession of marijuana. That's the only thing that I got caught for. Not saying that I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, doing what I was doing, but like I said, that's like I said, I don't put myself in that category because again, I'm not here to be like, oh, I should have gone. No, like I said, I don't care, bro. I'm good. And if I wanted to, I can go back. Like that's how simple it is to go back. If I wanted to, I can go back. I choose not to because I don't want to go back for what? There's nothing to go back to. Go do more time for reentry. Like I said, I was out there for 10 years, but last time I got deported till right now, I was over there. I got deported. I came back like nothing. Walked 8 days. Made it back to the states, and I was over there. But again, I'll get to that story right now because, like I said, so when I first got deported in 2010, I got to Nogales. After, like I said, all that, I went to Florence, filed my case. I had, like I said, I had letters. I had school letters from everybody writing, and what I always worked. I always had a job. I went to school, went to high school, everything. Like I said, did I smoke bud? Yeah. And that's like is that my downfall? Maybe, whatever. I don't really give a shit. Um, but so I did all that, right? And so I went to court. I was like, I'm not gonna sign anything. You can the rest me, send me. I don't give a shit. I'm not scared to go to jail. I spent a lot of time in juvie already, so I'm not worried about going to jail. You know what I mean? So I said I'm not gonna sign. I'm not. So obviously they were like pressure. Oh, we're gonna give you time. We're gonna give you this. But just fucking and being like straight up assholes, bro. Fucking racist fucks. Always talking shit to them. And because I spoke English, I was getting into it with all of them. I didn't give back. And I was young back then. I was younger, bro. So I was like, what's up? I don't give you got a badge or not, bro. I was on another level mentality wise. I was like, fuck everybody, fuck Apio, Ice, all you. I don't give a fuck. I'm not signing shit. Do whatever you want. Let me for however long you want. I didn't kill nobody, so I know I'll get out eventually. And I'm not worried about it. Like I said, I was on a different just antagonizing them because they were being assholes too. So I didn't care. Like I said, I was young. I didn't give a shit. Um, and that's what they didn't. I didn't sign. So they fucking Left me in the holding cell trying to give me again for fucking hours, bro. Like 12 hours. Are you ready? Nope. I'm good. I'm hungry. Give me a blanket. I'm cold. Like I'm tired. Like go to sleep. I work a lot. Leave me alone. Like you know what I mean. Close the door. It's like that kind of shit I was saying. Like, bro, I'm good. Give me another blanket if you want, or take this one. I don't give a shit. I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm not signing nothing, and I didn't. So they fucking processed me to Florence. I go to Florence, and now I get a lawyer. My family gives me a lawyer, and that goes a whole nother bullshit system too, man. Like I said, all these motherfuckers do is just want to take and take and take it for the people. So at this time, like I said, I go like I'm already like I'm going. You know what I'm saying. I have a lot of things that benefit me to help me to see that okay, he's yeah, he has a little bit of a history, and I guess he's on the marijuana, but again, it shouldn't be a big deal. Like I said, that was the only thing I was caught for. Not saying that, you know what I'm saying, but that was it. So anything else didn't matter. Um, so I was like, all right, cool. But no, I was denied. I was denied. I was denied my voluntary leave. I was denied my bail to find my case on the outside. I was denied everything. The judge didn't even open my folder to even look at my letters, my recommendation letters. Like I said, I had, one of my friends that was an ex officer in Texas, a U.S. Veteran, fought in Desert Storm. She knew me, a lot and spoke good on my behalf. None of that, bro. They didn't care. Teachers of mine that I went, like everybody, bro, wrote letters for me. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't even care. They didn't care. They didn't even open the folder to nothing. They're like, nope. Bail denied. Volunteer denied. Deported for life. Deported for life on my first time. My first time being deported. My first time anything just for possession of my wife. I got deported for life. So it just goes to show you again how broken the system is, bro, right? And just to like, even like, all right, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, then you can have a chance to re-enter or whatever. But again, just to show you that they don't want us over. They just wanted to get as many people out and just put us on paper so we don't ever come back. And if we do come back, we can go do more time, right? And again, that comes out of your guys' money. You know what I'm saying? We get fed everything in there, and who's paying for that? Taxpayers' money. And right now, and that's another, and that thing, the whole situation right there being like it's a whole nother business. That's just again, this is just a business, man. The private jails right now have jumped up dramatic, like crazy amounts of jails all over the fucking country, all over because of this. They're making money. You know what I'm saying? It's a business. That's all it is. There's so many, bro. But again, and they say, oh, but you can't work and this and you're legal. Who the hell you think works in the jails? So we can't work in the states and do everything for our families to provide for our family. But when we're in the feds, you're mandatory to work. You can't just unless you're like. But again, you're mandated whether you're a porter in your pot, whether you clean the table, whether you're mopping, you're doing something. You're not gonna just sit there and not do nothing. You're gonna work, get paid $1 a day. But again, that's okay though. That like I said, they're okay hiring us illegals in prison system to work for $1 a day, do all the painting, all the electrical work. Like I said, because there's so many things that you can do in there, from carpentry, like all kinds of stuff. Who pays for that? You know what I'm saying? Like all that. So, but we can work in jail for this. But like I said, but we can't work out here legally. But yeah, they can hire us in there for $1 a day. So you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that you guys got to open your eyes about that you guys don't fucking know, man. But they you know what I'm saying? Like it's just fucking crazy to me. But again, that's not what this video is about. Like I said, you guys obviously you guys want to hit on those topics. We can because I got a lot. Like I said, I lived all through it. I know it. Like I said, there's nothing that anybody out there can tell me that. Oh no, I've been locked up. I've been in the feds. I've done time. I know how it works in there. I know how they have everybody in there working. I was one of them working in there for $1 a day, doing this, doing that, and like I said, but that's okay. It's like fucking hiring underground workshop and having all these little underage people working. That's against the law, but the system can do that. The private prisons all over the country that are popping up, privately owned, or they can do that. They can hire us, and you know what I'm saying. So it's all like I said, it's all bullshit, bro. But again, that's the United States of America for you. Um, so with that being said, like I said, so right, they denied my bail. They denied everything. They deported for life. So and even the judge has the audacity to be like, "Are you scared? Are you scared of being in Mexico?" I lost my shit, bro. How am I like, motherfucker? I went off. I went off on my lawyer. I went off on the public defender. I went off on everybody, bro. Like fuck everybody. Like you can ask me if I'm afraid of getting sent to somewhere I never been before in my life. Well, I don't know nothing. I don't know nobody. I don't even, I barely know how to fucking speak Spanish. And I talk it up, pinche mocho, but like, let alone read it. Like, and you telling me if I'm nervous, if I'm scared, if I'm like this and that. I'm like, man, I lost my shit. But I was like, fuck it. But right then and there, that same day, I got deported. Like, boom, before I even got back to my unit, my shit was already, like, they're already right there waiting. Like, no, boom, get your stuff, go in there, roll up, get out. Like, I didn't even, nothing. Boom, boom, that was it. And that night, by 2 in the morning, I was already in Nogales. Right, boom, so I get to Nogales, I wait. I finally link up with my brother the next day, and boom, hey, yo, so homie of mine, I just got deported. He's going back, and I was like, I'm with him. Let's go. I'm with you. Let's go back. And back then, like I said, I was like, well, fuck all this. We didn't have the money. We didn't have nothing. I didn't want to call my family for money. I didn't want to be like, yo, I needed none of that. Cause I linked up with my boy. Like, what's up? Like, we ain't paying for nothing. Like, let's go, bro. We just we'll jump the wall again, not knowing how things are. I was like, fuck, we'll jump the wall and we'll go. Like, we'll get to the guys Arizona, get on the shuttle, and go up to Phoenix. Thinking it was that easy, right? And to an extent, it was because we jumped the wall like nothing. We jumped, boom, boom. We got caught though. Boom. Then for one day in, we got caught. Me and my boy. It was only two of us. Boom. But again, the cops didn't want to. The border agent didn't want to drive all the way to Tucson to process us and none of that. So I was like, boom, he sent us right back. Got to Nogales. I was like, fuck. So we tried again. We went in again. Like, fuck it. He didn't. Bro. This time we did get processed, right? We got processed. I get taken to Florence, and he gets taken to Texas because now we're for reentry. Now it's like, now this is where shit starts adding up, right? So now the second I get caught, boom, get sent back, go in, I get caught. Now I'm going back to see the judge. Last time he just got my deportation again. Deported. All right, so I was like, okay, cool. So I get deported. I get deported to Mexico City. I get deported to Mexico City, and I get there. Right? I get to Mexico City, and like I said, most people that saw my video, they know that I have a sister. So I got to Mexico City, right on that I have a sister there, right? And so she picks me up. So yeah, so I get to Mexico City. My sister, like I said, we link up, right? Call her, know what's going on. At this time, she already knows, right? She's waiting for me. Because obviously, I don't have no communication with her. Just my mom's the one calling, everybody, like I said. So I get to Mexico City. And I'm there. I'm like, nah, dude, like I can't. Like, this is not, I don't, you know what I mean? I don't want to be here. Like, I want to go back. She's the same time, tell me, no, just take it. Look, you just got out, this and that. Things, like, just give it a minute. Like, just wait till things calm down at least. So, you just barely got off. You get caught again, you're going to just keep going back. Nah, I was like, that's why I tried day. Oh, the fucking car, got on the plane, went back to the Musillo. Got to Musillo, got to Nogales, linked up, made some calls, called a couple of homies. They're like, Simone, bro, come on. There's a trip coming out tonight. Let's go. We already talked to the dude. You're solid. You're good, bro. You don't worry about nothing. I was like, cool. Like I said, at this point, I was like, I try to do things the right way, right? Not to get him, certain things. I was like, no, I'm gonna do it, just like a regular, normal person trying to get across. But that shit wasn't working out. So I was like, no, fuck. So I went, boom, and I ended up linking up with my boy. Like I said, we ended up going, boom. Fucking get caught again. We get caught. This time we're already driving. We're already, like I said, I went through back to AP, to Agua Prieta. People know from there. That's where I crossed. Boom, got walked 6 hours, bro. Boom, boom. Jumped the fence. Walked like 6 hours. Got to the crib. Stashed. Boom. Waiting. The next day, one of my boys came through with the truck, picked it up. Like, yo, how many people in the house? Yo, well, from all boys, only four of us, dog. Like, we're on another thing. But there's other people in the crib. Like, there's like at least 13 total, bro. He's like, fuck it, dog. He's like, bring him. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? That's some bread. Like, I like, nah, but we can't. Like, that ain't our, you know what I'm saying? So he's all like, but I was like, fuck it. Boom. Like, yo, let's go, everybody. Let's go. The trip, let's go. So we jump everybody in the back. Put everybody in the back. Like I said, my boy brought me my glasses, my earrings. So I put my earrings on, put my glasses on, trying to look, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from the States, trying to look somewhat, you know what I mean? Look, I guess back in the day, you know what I'm saying? People, everybody's wearing earrings. So I want to look, I guess, more blend in as much as I can, not like stand out and shit, not look all, paisa and shit, like, oh, hey. So I was like, all right, boom. So we put everybody in, boom, we did. Man, we're smashing, going back to fucking trying to get to Tucson, from Douglas to Tucson. So we're going right, and we get fucking, like I said, they were, I guess, watching or everything, because as soon as we got to the road, I see the bird coming. I'm like, fuck. And I'm in the front with them. You know what I'm saying? I got the phone. I'm like, hey, we have already car. Everybody looking, watching on the church. Hey, go. You're good. So we're going, we're smashing right, and I see him. I'm like, I mean, and he sees it too. And I mean, that's far. You can see it's far. It's not close, not nowhere near. But I know he's coming. We already know what's up. I was like, oh, I mean, step on that. And so he fucking just boom on the highway. Boom, we're just we went to cars just smashing. So at this time, when he goes, he don't even come. He goes all the way around. Right, he passes through like far back. He's far behind us, right? But obviously they can see us. But he goes around and then we lose him. What the fuck? All right, maybe. And then, but no, and then turned out because I mean from the front. And we're driving like 10 more minutes in. We see him coming to the front, but now he's coming low. And I'm the same, he ain't stopping, bro. Boom. And then I look back in the rear and I see him the very right back. I see all the SUVs coming, boom, flying. I can see all the GMCs, all the GMC SUVs coming. So man, my mom like, you step on that. This time I'm already taking the phone, taking the chip, breaking this, throwing, you know what I'm saying? He gives me his, I'm doing the same thing, just throwing everything out the window. At this time I already have my door open. I'm like, door open, but we're fucking going like 120, bro. Boom, boom, boom. And I have people like with the trunk. I'm like, everybody, as soon as we boom, it's ya valo, like ya valo verga, everybody. Ya valo madre, so cuando pare la tronca, fuga. Everybody take off. Break, you know what I'm saying? Don't. Bro, when I tell you, like I said, as soon as we seen them getting closer, we didn't even wait for them to get close. We see the bird trying to like get in front of the truck as we're driving. The bird's coming down, phew, like trying to get in front of us and blocking us, right? So we're trying to smash. And at this time, he just goes off the side, and you know, obviously, when you're like at the middle of the highway, or you know, all the side of the road has a fence, you know, because all the fields and all the ranches. So I'm like, fuck it, take it down, boom, boom. He goes down and just he takes the fence, right? But all the barbed wire is getting caught on the tire, so we can't really. We went trying to pound, and then fucking. By this time, he's already like, okay, I'm already have my door because I already know what time it is. Like, obviously, he can't get out of the driver's side because if they see, obviously, they're recording. If they see anywhere with the same shirt driving out, he's the driver. He's fucked. So that's not. We're coming. Everybody's coming out the passenger side or the back. Like that's already. We already know what's up, right? All the chips and the phones and all that are all thrown out the way. So by the time he pulls off, right, he's already like going, and he lets it go of the wood, and he's on my side, and I'm already out. I'm out, boom, jump on the field. He's right behind me. We jump, we're gone, thinking everybody else is running behind us. Think like I said, everybody get the pub. It's time to go. Like we're not, we're just done. Like we just gotta make it. Man, I tell you what, nobody else ran, bro. Nobody else on the fucking truck ran, bro. Just me and my homie ran, bro. And we took off. Like, obviously, I'm not looking back. I'm just fresh out, bro. Fucking been working out, doing. I'm gone. Ain't nobody. My boys are like, "Hey, you stop, bro." Like, fuck, man, you stop, bro. I just got out. I ain't gone. I ain't stopping. I'm gone. Took off. And then obviously he stops. He's fucking, you know, because the helicopter's on us again. But when he stopped, the helicopter stayed. And anybody knows about the border cops, like helicopters, they have the normal ones and they have the little smaller size ones, like the little white helicopter ones. They're not obviously, you know, small, but they're like a one person one. And he's coming down on the ground and causing, like, you know, the dust to pick up and branches to move all over, so you kind of lose your breath and not run as fast, right? But so my boy stops. I keep going. I'm not stopping because again, I just got out. I know what's happening, what's gonna happen if I get caught. I keep going, but I'm running. I'm going. And sure enough, like I said, I get to the point where I'm like I said, the bird's still on me, right? He's coming, and I see him, and then I just stop, and I'm done. I'm like, fuck. There's nothing. I'm plain field, bro. There's nothing. No houses. No. It's nothing. But like I said, they picked the first perfect spot to crack down on us because they knew there was nothing around. So at this point, I'm like, fuck. I stop. I'm like, fuck. And just looking and trying to find there's nothing, bro. And then like I fucking light a cigarette. And I'm been smoking. Like about 10 minutes later, bro, here comes the fat fuck. And he's all, and the guy obviously he sees that we're not no threat, bro. But he's always, hey, get down on the floor. I'm like, man, fuck all that. I'm not getting down on the floor, bro. I'm just sitting down, obviously, with my legs crossed, just in front of me, and just smoking a cigarette. And this time I just flick my cigarette out, I roll over, and he's like, get up. And he just grabs my shirt and picks me up. And he put my thing on. Nah, I ain't got nothing, bro. Fucking, I'm talking English, so probably to talk in Spanish. I ain't got nothing, bro. What are you talking about? No tengo nada. It's like, I'm good. He's like, man, you're fast. He's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, why don't you stop, bro? There's nothing out here. Where are you gonna run to? Like, yeah, man, come on, man. Like, it's not. We're just gonna take you guys back. You guys probably get deported, and you know, you guys can try again tomorrow. And that's how they were talking to us. You can try again tomorrow, bro. Come on, man, you run after your ass. It should beat your ass and this and that. But most of these guys were Mexican, and most of the border agents are either Puerto Rican, Dominicanos, Puerto Rican, Mexicanos, like there's rarely white border patrol agents, bro, and that's a trip to me. But anyways, so yeah, so we get back to the thing. My boy's already handcuffed. Like he's on the, everybody's on the truck. Everybody that was on the truck is still on the truck. They're all drinking water, eating sandwiches. They're just chilling, laughing, and having a good old fucking time. My boy's in front of one of the SUVs, handcuffed on the ground, and then they finally bring me, and then they put me next to him. Right, so I tell her, "Oh, can I light a cigarette?" Like, yeah, go ahead, man. The trucks are coming to pick you guys up. They'll be because I guess they were pretty way out, like about an hour away. So they're like, yeah, they'll be here in a minute. So at this point, I'm heated, bro. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck did I tell you guys to do? Yeah, okay, motherfucker. And I'm already going in. You motherfuckers better not say nothing about none of this and that. So already the guys, like obviously, like they can see me with my aggression and shit. He pulls me off to the side and grabs my boy too and throws us in the car. Boom, and they take us down. They separate us, me and my boy, and I see everybody. But at this point, I'm like, nah, bro. It's not like he's all like, wow. I was like, man, what the fuck you talking about? I just got out. Look at my shit. I just got out, bro. I'm not no fucking. I don't do this shit. I don't want to fuck. I'm just another person trying to get across like anybody else. So this time they already had checked my thing. I popped up that I had been deported. I got caught. So he's like, yeah, hell no. He put him back in the regular. They put me back in the thing where everybody else is, and my boy's still separated, right? So I go in there, and as soon as I walk in there, they haven't pulled anybody out to start integrating because they want the drivers. So by the time we get there, then we see that the other two people that were there was a car in front of us, like about 30 minutes in front of us, another car like 30 minutes behind us. You know what I'm saying? Chirping, like letting us say, todo bien, todo bien. So, um, yeah, and I see them walk in. I was like, oh fuck! Like this was, I guess, now everything's like, oh, they were already like watching. They were already like, they knew what was happening. Like they were waiting for the perfect spot. Everybody got popped. So at this point, I'm like, you want nobody. Hey, just know they're gonna try to tell you if you say something, you'll get out, you'll get deported. That's not how it works. If anybody knows anything about the system, like, that's not how it works. Because if you point the finger at somebody, you're still gonna have to. Because he's not gonna say, "Oh yeah, it was me. I was the one bringing everybody. I'm the guy." No, nobody's gonna say that. Like you still have to go to court and finger and point them out in court. Like you still got to go up there and point them out. So just make sure y'all don't say nothing. Just and you'll be able to get processed and get deported. Like everybody. So well, the border patrol just sees me kind of like just talking to everybody, right? Boom, boom, and he grabs me. He fucking pulls me out. He's like, "Hey, you can't get him out, separated him." But by that time, I had already pretty much made my point, across to everybody. Like, just don't listen to what they're gonna tell you. They're gonna tell you that, oh, help us, and we can stay in the state, so we can get